Hey guys, and welcome to this week's episode of State Champs Chat. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Lauren.
And first we're going to start off with what's trending. Waterford Our Lady of the Lakes and Muskegon Catholic Central went head-to-head in the Division 8 state final, and Muskegon Catholic Central came away with the win, but Waterford said that there was a rule violation there.
They did. They actually said that last Monday, before they played on Friday, that Muskegon Catholic Central practiced with 4 alumni, and they said that was a rule violation, helping to lead them to their win.
Yeah, the coach was really upset about it, and he said actually win or lose that he was going to file a complaint with the MHSAA, but it turns out that Muskegon Catholic Central was not in a rule violation, and now they are not filing a report any longer because Catholic Central was not in session. They weren't in school session because it was Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, that's a rule that they have now. If you're not in session, you can have up to 4 people who were alumni of the school practice with you or scrimmage, and it's not considered a scrimmage.
Yeah, it's interesting because Waterford Our Lady of the Lakes was pretty upset about it, and then the way that they handled it kind of irritated Muskegon Catholic Central. So it's interesting now that nothing is happening, and they said, you know, we were aware of the rules, and so it's very interesting because it seemed like they were a lot of people that were upset by it.
I know, and I feel like a lot of people wouldn't technically know those rules with the fact that Muskegon Catholic Central did. It's just kind of, the whole situation is just kind of a little...
It was a little bit questionable.
Yes.
So, but the MHSAA came out and said, you know, these are the rules and there technically wasn't a violation. So that issue has been handled now. I can't believe state finals are done.
I know, it's so crazy. Missing football already.
I know, crazy. Now it's time to head to winter sports for our Athlete of the Week, Jaleisha Terry of Flint Hamady. She is a senior on the girls basketball team and apparently one of the top students and top basketball players in the Flint area.
Yeah, she has a 3.9 GPA, and she's actually signed with St. Bonaventure University for next year. She's a senior. She's going to have a dominant season this year, and she was actually on the all-state team her junior year, averaging like 22 points a game. So we'll see what she...
Yeah, she's really talented, and they said, you know, it's her smarts and her skills combined that make her a very talented player on the court. So she'll be an interesting one to look out for as these winter sports start up, which we're very excited about. Now it is time to head to a hot topic, back to football a little bit. The Concussion Movie starring Will Smith is coming out on Christmas Day, and there's a lot of hype going on about this movie.
There is. In the movie, they actually said people's bodies aren't meant to play football, and it also brought into light a lot of the fact that the NFL used to work to conceal brain injuries caused by playing football. So it's kind of bringing issues to light and having people talk about them, and it looks like a really interesting movie.
There's been a couple other movies that have done similar thing, and this one actually is an adaptation of a true story about the Pittsburgh Steelers center Mike Webster, and they bring out a lot of issues with the NFL, so it's going to be interesting to see how much the NFL comes under fire after this movie is released. And it has been a big issue recently. Even the MHSAA created new concussion protocols this year. You know, we've seen it in college athletics. It's been huge this year, so there'll be a very interesting movie that's coming out Christmas Day.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching that.
It'll be a good one. Now it's time to head to our score or fumble. Back to basketball we go. Kobe Bryant is retiring. Score or fumble, Lauren?
I think that it is a score. It is time. People need to know when their run in the league is up,
over.
You know, and I think he's made some really great strides in the basketball community for the NBA. He's a great player. He's put up some great statistics, but it's time.
I agree. The past 2 seasons, he's kind of been ridden with injuries, and so now after 2 decades, he is hanging up the shoes on the basketball hoop. He's done, and he wrote a really interesting poem about basketball announcing his decision to retire. So I would agree with you. I think it's a score for this week. Definitely a score. I think, you know, you have to know when to call it time.
Yeah.
And finally, it is time to head to our clip of the week this week from state finals. This had to be our clip of the week because it was all over the place.
It was awesome. Donnie Corley from King playing Lowell. Last second Hail Mary, dove up in the back of the corner of the end zone and caught it, coming down with it. They win this Division II state championship.
It was insane. I think everyone was amazed by it. I wasn't there on Friday, I was there on Saturday, and immediately my Twitter was blowing up with all the videos, all the tweets all about it. It was a really insane play, and King got so lucky.
I know, and it actually made SportsCenter, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, very cool for Donnie Corley. He is one of our Mr. Football candidates, so stay tuned in the next couple of weeks to find out about that announcement. And as always, make sure to tune in to State Champs on Sunday at 9 a.m. on Fox Sports Detroit. We're still here, and winter sports start this week for the next 3 weeks, so make sure to tune in.
We'll see you guys next week.